It's fine. Well, friends, this is a thank you video to Paul Vander Klay for his quick response over Twitter about his wizardry on doing these video commentaries that he has with Jordan Peterson and other notables, Jonathan Peugeot and N.T. Wright, and so on and so on, those who are thinking intellectually and existentially about the Christian faith and metaphysics and all of that. And I'll give you the answer right up front. The magic is done by a software called OBS. And I'll add a link in the description of this video. But to make sure that I am doing this entirely all the way through, at least to include this video segment and also have a video background. Fascinating how all of this works. It is quite complicated, not an easy learning curve. And so I commend him for doing that and giving me the tip on how to do it too. And here's a clip about the marvels, the fascinating speaker, Jordan Peterson, who can talk about the Bible for 3 hours, and yet small church pastors and normal pastors talk about the Bible every week and doesn't have quite the same response.
Obviously, but the introduction is important, so I wanna get there and start there. So as I work out my hotkeys, let's listen to some of the video.
Yeah, check this out.
Obviously, here's the title slide, May 16, 2017, at a lecture hall in Toronto.
Thank you very much for coming. It's really shocking to me that you don't have anything better to do on a Tuesday.
And that point he makes right there seems like a small thing, but to me as a pastor is a huge thing. I know for a fact I have friends who minister churches in Toronto. John Sook was a prominent CRC pastor until he left the denomination and now pastors a liberal church in Toronto. Phil Reinders, who I went all the way through college and seminary with, and with Greek and Hebrew, and I know and love Phil. He's pastoring a church in Toronto. Others I know pastor a church in Toronto, and I'm sure these churches have empty seats and empty pews, and every Sunday they're talking about the Bible, and here this guy comes along, and he sells out what is a significantly sized concert hall at 20 or 40 bucks a head, and he's talking about the Bible, and he's going on for a long time. Sometimes a preacher, if you preach 25, 30, 45 minutes, people complain, oh, the sermon's long. This guy is going hours, and as you'll see, he's got a fairly rambling style, and he's talking about the psychological significance of the Bible, and he's...
Yeah, masterful handling of speaking ability with the Bible as its text, though he's not doing the traditional hermeneutics of historical grammatical exegesis. He is approaching the Bible as a psychological lens into the human psyche and the archetype for how humanity works. When you have extra time, worth a look to understand how other perspectives of approaching the Bible that can resonate and perhaps be transformative in a different way. Thanks for watching this video. We'd love to have your comments, and I'm so glad I figured out how to get all of these pieces working. Thanks to Paul Vander Klay.